Hey gamers. I'm also buried under a blanket of snow. We got like 8 inches yesterday, something crazy. And I was like, well, I'm not going out in that. But now I feel bad because it was Small Business Saturday. And every time I would check my Instagram, I would see really sad, lonely pictures of all of the really lovely St. Louis area businesses who had decorated and prepared for crowds, and then not had very many people show up. Yeah, big Snowflake Sunday, yeah. There was at least one festival. No, there were actually two. There were two, like, festival markets happening Saturday. For like local artists and stuff, and I'd gone to one of them last year and it was great, and I bought a bunch of stuff and it was really good, but it was like, no, I can't. It's also the sort of thing where it's like, if I rolled up and I was like the only person that had been there for an hour and I didn't buy anything, I would feel really bad. But what if I didn't want anything? It was one of those things where it's like, I felt so bad about the snow, but also I made just a lot of marshmallows. It's candy making season, and I made a ton of marshmallows. Sorry, I'm switching mice. That's what you're seeing in the screen. Oh god. There we go. Longtone, thank you for the gift subs. Happy snow day, everybody. Alright, so we're back. What were we doing? We need to confront... Oh, I think we just need to spend the rest of this hour till the people we need to talk to are free. Because we need to talk to Hunter. But he is unloading stuff for like another 2 hours. God, the music is... I must have raised my volume. Hold on. The music is more oppressive today than normal. Before I forget, I'm going to be hopping on Drawfee tonight for the live stream. We're doing Night Rain. I don't think the Drawfee folks have played much Night Rain. I think it's Jacob and Julia. I don't think they've played much or any Night Rain. So I'm here to be their Night Rain Sherpa, guiding them into the deep, scary depths of the world. Secret Sleepover Society, I should say. So that'll be tonight at 7:30 Central Time. It'll be tonight at whenever they normally stream. Yeah. So that is going to be a delight. I'm going to do my best. That's what I'll say. But, like, it's a hard game. So we'll see. No promises. What else? Is there any other notices I have to come on? Oh, I'm working on a new monthly reward for my Patreon. And that might necessitate swapping up some streaming days. And I've had the streaming schedule for a while. It might just be nice to swap it up in general. So, there might be changes. There might be changes coming. Sorry, I caught a sight of myself lacking in dignity so profoundly. Yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay. Search the laundry. So right now, the main thing I want to do is get into the basement. But I can't really dig around there as freely as I want because they're still unloading stuff. Did I already do lunch? I feel like I just got out of lunch, maybe. Because I think lunch was with Blake. Yeah. I did do lunch. Yeah, I had lunch with Blake. And then we dug around Finn's room. We used his staff. What did the staff get us? We had a vision, didn't we? Okay, yeah, we saw this weird painting. Anything else we here to even check? Local book, history book, newspaper. Oh, a newspaper talking about the death of Mary Blake. That's kind of weird. You just bring that with him like a keepsake? The other part was missing cufflinks. I feel like... Here's a confession, chat. I feel like if I could ever once in my life use one of these things on an actual fire to pump it back up and relight it, I think it would fix me. What are these called? Billows? Bellows? I think it would fix me, is what I'm saying. But I don't know how to put myself in a position. Dracula by Bram Stoker, interesting. I don't know how to put myself in a position where that can be my life. Take some blacksmithing lessons? Okay. That's a more industrial route, but I'm not against it. Let's see. Sleeping pills. Alright. Oh, maybe at a Ren Fair, yeah. Here's what I like. I like the idea of going to, like, a party where there's a bonfire, waiting for the fire to die down and be like, oh, don't worry, everyone. I've got this. And then just, like, whoop, out of my hammer space, pulling a bellows, popping it up there, heating that bad boy back up, and then disappearing into the darkness surrounding. Well, I guess we can. God, that dude's still down there in the fucking basement. I feel like basically everybody's in the, Yeah, a new type of cryptid. A weird urban legend. The Bellows Woman. That's got a ring to it. And not just because it has Bell in it. Your uncle apprenticed at a blacksmith and you do lessons at a Ren Fair? That's cool. I like Ren Fairs when they are sites of craft and craft sharing and knowledge sharing. I don't like whatever Ren Fairs have become these days. Moonlit asked, what guests still have open mysteries? Great question. So we found and protected Hisham from the base. We haven't dug into Joyce yet because we can't get to her house. We've solved Montavani's mystery, and the mystery was she getting paid. We haven't figured out Omir's deal with the angels yet. I'm gonna write this down, actually. This feels like useful information that I don't have to retroll. The UI in this game, I think, is really quite exceptional for the amount of information you get. I do wish that I had a little bit more control over the sorting. Because, like, whenever I go to the culprit page and I see the list of everything, I'm just like, this is This is a lot of people. I wish I could, like, more distinguish between people that are still have mysteries and still suspects. Okay, so actually, I wonder if an easier way is to just look at the achievements. What achievements don't I have yet? No, this will be fine. All right, we got Quinn. We're close to Hunter, but we haven't done it yet. O'Finn, no clue. The dude's gone. I believe we got Toussaint. Yeah. We got Thea. Got Hazel. Got Barbosa. Technically have not concluded McLeod and Lau. Haven't gotten Blake's yet. We have Dupre's, but we need to find the third to actually conclude it out. No clue about this dude. Seems like someone wrote this note, yeah. Don't have Mr. Scarrett yet. God, there's so many mysteries we haven't done. Got Darcy. Got Rory. Don't have Murphy. Ah. Don't have Doyle. I mean, given that Doyle is like hypnotized or some shit, it could be him being operated by someone. Okay. We don't have much for Coventry. Coventry, I'll say, is like my #1 suspect right now. Because he's lying, and he's lying about missing his dead wife. And to me, that's like, what good explanation do you have of that? Yeah, Moonlit, I can't hold Doyle accountable for being such a being such a mess. This place is crazy. Talk to Master Blake. Interesting. Lau. Varley. I think it would be funny if Varley does not have a mystery. What's in the safe? And then Blake. Okay. God, we've done so much work, and yet I'm looking at this list being like, do all these people have mysteries? I desperately hope that is the case. I desperately hope Varley has no mystery. He's just like, I've got a loving wife and child at home, and I'd like to get back to them. Please, no more further questions. I'll get my glasses fixed when I have time. I think that'd be really funny. Okay. So the Blakes I can't do anything about really until I can get into the Blake house, which I don't believe I can do yet. Thank you, Long Tone. There's... I really can't finish doing the help either until they're out of the basement. Hey, Roy. Is it? Roy says, I saw this stream is labeled YouTube featured. What does that mean, and how did I do that? What does that mean? I mean, good. That probably means something good. Although I'm looking at the numbers, it doesn't seem like it's boosted the numbers in a dramatic way. Well, hello, YouTube. I guess. Twitch chat says hello, YouTube. Alright. Okay, so of the people we can actually investigate right now, there's Omir, Sinat, Scarrett. But the thing is, most of these people are going to be at lunch. Although Father Sinat is in the basement being a little fucking freak. I don't see Omir here. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, is he just being... He's just being dramatic? He's out in the courtyard, or by the church. Okay, let's try it. We could also pop down and talk to the father. Actually, let's pop down. Let's see if there's anything... Monique says hello back. Twitch chat. How's it going, dude?
Yes, my child.
Hey, what was up with that crazy ball, right? I assume you two ingested whatever we were giving. I did, but not knowingly. You may save your confession. You saw them. The pretense was dropped. We saw through this black iron prison and saw reality for the hell it really is. Would that they understood what we've witnessed. Then we could all turn our efforts to freeing ourselves. Alas for them, it was all party games, so they remain lost. Found this map of the catacombs underneath the manor? Did you now? May I see it? Seems self-contained, only two entrances, both that connect to the greater grounds. No hidden way out of here. I'd hoped one path at least led to a wider complex. Is this dude also trying to get to the Blake Manor, maybe? Why are you at the seance? If I was to tell you, child, you could not believe me. The truths I bring are too vast for the minds of most. There is more to be done here than speak with a memory from history. Such pointless pursuits stop us from true freedom, true ascension. And now I see I've already lost you. Oh! A letter addressed to Mr. Varley soundly rebuking a request for information on behalf of a young mother. I found this letter from Mr. Varley. Why would the bishop be writing to a hotel manager? Bishop Donegan is an unwavering man, one who enjoys a bit of faux power his title gives him, and the Magdalene laundries give him plenty of that. Ugh. To think one serves God by punishing women for having children. That somehow it is good and just to separate mother and child. Like much of Catholics, it does not line up with the teachings of Jesus Christ. No, Mr. Varley would be best off forgetting about this child. He'll get no answers from Donegan or the church. I wonder who the mother is, or rather, I suppose it is rather obvious. Okay. We can learn about institutionalized abuse of women. So that's a fun thing that we've unlocked. The child in question is almost definitely belongs to Murphy. Because we did find that crib in the basement. I'm wondering if it belongs to Murphy and Doyle, maybe? It's hard to say. I like that this guy was calling him out, though. Ooh, I went to a screening last week of the new Knives Out movie, which I've seen simply no promotion or acknowledgement of existing, but I do think it's, like, out now. It is quite good. It is very, very good. It's called Wake Up, Dead Man. It's structurally similar to the first two. I think the first one is still the, like, most fun, but this one is, like, one of the best movies. Like, in terms of, like, sheer quality of movie making, I think this is the best one. You can tell Rian Johnson is, like, working through some stuff. And it's really quite superb. Has got, as you might expect, an all-star cast. I won't even list them. I think it's more fun just to see them arrive and be like, oh, hey, ah. All right. We're asking about fetters. Typically, manacles used to restrain one around the feet, but given where we are, I expect you mean it in a more esoteric sense. In which case, it is a term used to describe what anchors a spirit to a place or person. This manor house houses many specters, most likely trapped by the events that led to their death. Perhaps they are fettered to the building or land, perhaps something else keeps them trapped here. I don't know if it's in theaters anymore. I think it might just be on streaming now, presumably on Netflix. You think it's out in theaters for a week, then it comes out on Netflix. Okay. I mean, it was a pretty good experience seeing it in theaters. I will say we were sat in front of somebody who was having very out loud reactions to some of the stuff. Which was just sort of like, that's what you get when you go to a theater. But it was surprising. It was sort of like, this isn't Netflix and you're not at home. Here's what I'll say. Their reactions were good. Their reactions were, like, pretty on point for what I was experiencing. But it was still like, okay. I'm just gonna ask this dude about everything, since we've got the time. Have you experienced anything strange since coming here? That's the best part of theaters for me, yeah. I like kind of being a part of it, but generally that's quite what I like. But this reaction was very much like, oh no, did you see that? And it's like, be at half volume. Be at half, you're just talking out loud. This place is not without its unusual quirks, but there's not much here that I haven't... Not much here that I haven't encountered before elsewhere. Yet. I'm hopeful that something truly unique can be found here. Oh, I have to imagine people singing along to the Wicked movie has got to be a pretty consistent phenomenon. Hey, where are you going to be? And Mr. Coventry is talking about the region's history, and I plan to be there. I think that's at 5. Silent dinner at 8. And then the seance. Okay. Seen a big fucked up figure? Ah, I knew it. There is an Aeon here. How it got here, I do not know, but I shall find it. You'll have to forgive me, child. I lost the run of myself for a moment. This place has us all on edge, no? What's up with that weird thing? I'm told it tracks our readiness for the main event, but I believe it tracks us. Have you seen a ghost? Okay.
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
Good chat. Let's go out the garden way. Oh yeah, here's the cell door. See, to me, this reads like a rune. So I'm wondering if I don't need a key, I need a rune. Okay. Let's go talk to Coventry. No, Omir. Okay. Oh, hey, dude. I'll talk to this dude.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
Oh, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff I haven't asked him. Tell me where you're gonna be the rest of the day. What do you know about the Fae? Pagan drivel, absolute nonsense that only the weak of mind would buy into. Alright. What's up with these tarot cards? I drew some tarot cards for myself, but I cannot make out the meaning. And you want my help? Naturally, of course. Tell me then, what cards did you draw? This is such a funny way to ask about the cards that we found in his room. To be like, hey, I drew cards that were exactly the same cards you drew. The Hanged Man, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card. Is that good? By Jove! I'd have similar spread myself recently. And the message is clear. The cards are saying there's an important moment in our future, one in which we can greatly influence things to come, but at some great cost to ourselves. Will we make the sacrifice when the time comes? That is hard to know, but speaking for myself, I intend to. Smoke cigars? Yep. How'd you enjoy the ball? Do events such as these usually have that sort of party? Only the very best of them. Was it a shock to you? Haha, don't worry. It was a bit much even for me, and I've been to a few. Usually, the one who knows everyone at such a party, there is more trust. Not a great idea to ingest as we did in that space. A lot of untrustworthy sorts here, after all. But you only live once. You'll get accustomed to this kind of thing once you spend enough time with the sort of people worth knowing. Ah! Seen a ghost, dude? Oh, perhaps there are. It would explain the voices I heard outside my room last night. I went to ask them to quiet down, but when I opened my door, there was nobody there, and suddenly, total silence. Happened 2 or 3 more times throughout the night. Alright.
Good day. Good day.
Let's talk to Omir. That's really funny, Chutney. Chutney says the last movie I saw in theater was Cats 2019, and there's a shot where it looks like Jason Derulo cat is about to suck on the main cat's foot, and someone in my my theater just shouted, "No!" That's so funny.
You again?
Yeah, it's me. What are you gonna do about it? I'm a little cartoon mouse, come to ask you questions.
You mean ghosts? You're not the first person to ask me that, actually. It seems like everyone's seeing things in this place. Haven't seen much, but I have the feeling there are other people here, more than guests, don't you?
I'll be off, miss.
Don't let me...
Okay. I'm gonna find whatever your shit is, dude. I'm gonna figure it out, dude. The best time I've been to a screening, or the best time I've been to a movie that had a loud audience participant, long tone, is there's a micro theater in Williamsburg in New York I would go to all the time, and it was $5 movies, and you basically, they aired just really crazy shit. A lot of it was just like old weird stuff, or like just modern, really insane auteur stuff. Rory, thank you for the resubscribe. But they would do weekly, they would alternate weekly vibes. So one Sunday it would be Fist Church, where they would play old kung fu movie. And the other one would be, I think, Blood Brunch, and they would show old weird horror movies. But I went and saw a weird kung fu movie there, and it wasn't a great experience. Fist Church. I love Fist Church because it is such a truly a terrible and awkward phrase. But I went one time, and generally, like, the audiences are just engaging with the movie like you would expect them to. But this time, for the first and only time I was ever there, there were two people who were trying to MST3K it. If you know anything about being funny and improvisational, it's that it's really hard, and most people are not good at it. So they were mostly just insufferable, but I just kind of ignored them and watched the movie. And it was just, yeah, it was truly just like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mirathi, exactly. The MST3K people don't even improv it. They write the jokes. It's not like, it's fine if you're like hanging out, but going to a theater, even a $5 theater, and doing that kind of vibe is like, I think it's a wild choice. Anyway, look at this nasty bust. And about 2/3 of the way through, the kung fu movie was terrible. Like, it was, I mean, there was some fun action bits, but like, it was not like a particularly thrilling movie. It was pretty goofy, but it very much like an earnest kung fu movie. And about 2/3 of the way through, there's a scene of what is undeniably domestic abuse. So, and and what happened is the people who are making comments the whole time got really quiet. Like, somehow more disruptive than the comments was them getting really quiet in reaction to this pretty upsetting and pretty explicit domestic abuse scene. And they got up and they went outside and they came back like 10 minutes later, but it's like, it was just one of those things where it was like, well, yeah, maybe that's why you don't go in blind to a movie, make fun of it for an hour. Because, like, it was so much worse. It was so much worse. Coming up to that moment and the tonal shift. Here's what I'll say. The vibe of it gave that their reaction was maybe a little personal, which was also not great, because it was just like, wow, so you've got some trauma around this, which is a thing that happens and is totally understandable. You didn't think that it would be a part of this movie because it was a $5 cheap kung fu movie. And so it's like, you've just like aura blasted your trauma to everybody else in this theater. You are aura blasting your shitty asshole kung fu movie opinions. What movie was it? I don't remember. They very rarely gave us the titles, and I very rarely remembered them. But I mean, the level of commentary was very much like, you know, like, wow, that was such a terrible dub. And it's like, wow. 1988 called, they want their racist joke back. It's just like, it's so to be blasting us for an hour with these obnoxious comments and then fucking freeze up the whole theater because of a dramatic moment in this, like a very upsetting dramatic moment in this movie was just like, you have forced us at gunpoint onto a roller coaster that was not the roller coaster any of us thought we were getting onto. They did come back after their timeout. They did not make comments the rest of the movie. Whew. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, is like, I felt bad for them. I think a lot of people in the theater felt bad for them. But it's just like, it was such a... Anything we wanted to look up? Maybe Edward Blake? In English, Sir Quamillion. I don't think these are going to be fruitful. Alright. Okay. We did just learn about... See, I think I already did this. I do think there's a bug potentially in the game where it's not... Or maybe it's not a bug. Maybe it is. These just gonna cost every time. I would have loved to have seen Nope in 4DX. That just sounds incredible. I mean, God bless the Alamo Drafthouse. They are very serious about people being loud and bothersome during their movies, which is so funny to me because it is also a restaurant. Alamo Drafthouse is conceptually very funny to me. Magdalen Asylum originates from a convent-run institutes for fallen women, which began in 13th century Italy. Mary Magdalene was an ideal symbol for the institute as she is often associated with repentance, devotion, and the power of grace. A network of convents and institutions expanded across Italy and Catholic Europe, providing secluded spaces for women seeking penance, particularly former prostitutes. 18th century England philanthropists found institutions like the Magdalen Hospital, adopting Catholic models to Protestant contexts for the care and rehabilitation of vulnerable women. This is later brought to Ireland by Protestant philanthropist Lady Arabella Denny, who founded Ireland's first Magdalen Asylum in 1767. They're leaving out all of the essential slave labor that these hospitals and institutes did and forced these women into for little to no compensation. Well, because it was their room and board. And they only needed room and board because they enjoyed having sex. As we all know, the worst thing a woman can do. Keening or lamenting of the dead is an ancient custom practiced in Ireland with origins tracing back to Eastern nations. Irish word for keen, I'm going to assume, closely remembers the Hebrew kina, meaning both meaning lamentation or weeping with clapping of hands. Traditionally, Irish bards led the funeral songs that addressed the deceased genealogy, rank, possessions, virtues, and vices. But over time, hired mourners, often women, took over. I'd be so good at being a hired mourner. I'd be like the best and saddest hired mourner you could get. Till about the middle of the last century, the custom was very generally adhered to in Ireland, as well in families of the highest condition as among those of the new lower orders. Of late years, the custom has fallen greatly into disuse and is now of rare occurrence, except in some very few old families and among the peasantry, and has become more of a wordless, mournful cry. Tell me about standing stones. We found one. There's one out in the maze. Standing stones, or menhir, are large, deliberately placed stones found around the world, but especially in Ireland. No consensus on the purpose, no records detailing it, nor any surviving traditions that can be reliably traced. However, there are several theories as to their purpose. The most commonly held would posit that they marked the boundaries of territories, or that they had ritual significance to old Druidic religion. Some menhir, clochfada in the Irish tongue, are found to be inscribed with a long-forgotten and therefore indiscernible language. What if all it says is, like, Fozzie was here? You know? Yeah, Chutney. Yeah. The druid saw the standing stone in the maze and was like, oh, what is this tourist crap? Just pretty fun. Tell me about the tsunami. Massive earthquakes in Portugal sent a tsunami north that hit the southern and western parts of Ireland. Seemed to have reached as far up as Connemara, which is where this manor is built. Untold thousands died here from the tsunami. The earthquake itself claimed the lives of over 100,000 Portuguese. Whew. the word tsunami become... I'm not critiquing the game for this. This is a genuine broad question. How and when did the word tsunami become the word that everybody used for tsunami? I've always assumed it was a Japanese word because of how it's an extremely Japanese word. But I'm like, how did that word become like the word that is used for that weather anomaly? Soul trappings, or the willful binding of souls to inanimate objects, is a phenomenon that has been recorded throughout history and across the known world. One such instance occurred during an expedition to Egypt conducted by Lord Thomas Blake of Doon. A number of what local termed soul jars were unearthed near a tomb and were brought to Dublin by Lord Blake for further examination. In a drunken stupor, Lord Blake's young apprentice, Harry Arnold, cracked his soul on an ancient tablet in Blake's office and died almost immediately. Lord Blake, upon hearing the lad's anguished screams, ran to the office to find his apprentice's lifeless corpse bleeding out on the bench. The screams, he soon realized, were coming from one of the soul jars, and to quell the wailing, Blake ordered that the jars be destroyed. What? Crazy. First known use, 1896. Okay, but first known use to whom? Is that the first time the Japanese used it? According to NPR, National Geographic first used the term... Okay, so, but that... You appreciate that that is like a Western usage of a Japanese word. It has to be, yeah, it has to be a quite impactful word in Japan. Like, it has to predate that in Japan. Oh, is this a fake Japanese word? No. Large waves which rolls over and inundates the land. 1896, in reference to the one that struck Japan that year on June 15th. From Japanese tsunami, from Tsuharmer Nami waves. Okay. So it was a Japanese word brought over. That's actually very funny. I guess there just probably wasn't an English language word for it. And so it was adopted from that and it just became the word everybody used. That's interesting. Has the longest recorded history of tsunamis. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that they would have a word for it and it would not necessarily be impactful for other countries. Interesting. Just neat. Elsewhere in the world, there are stories of souls of the recently departed being tied to objects of strong emotional significance, known as fetters. A fetter as small as a needle and as large as a carriage have been documented across the world. Oh. I mean, there's a carriage on the ground. Is it possible that Mary Blake's soul has been attached to a carriage? That'd be pretty wild. Some spiritualists theorize that even entire buildings or areas of land can, under specific circumstances, become fetters, though no evidence of such a phenomenon has been found thus far. Others disagree with this assertion. They argue that the force of emotion needed to tie souls to something as large as a building or as intangible as an area of land would be, frankly, inhuman. Dun dun dun! I'm gonna click through these. I don't think we're gonna find anything. And this isn't actually using up my time. Boo-ray, this was not a modern kung fu movie. This is a kung fu movie from like the 70s or 80s. Which is why I'm like, good luck looking it up. Like, it was not a modern kung fu movie. It was an of the era kung fu movie. Okay. I don't know. I appreciate you have follow-up questions about the movie, chat. I'm getting it from both chats. This was like, it was 5 years ago. I don't think I genuinely don't think they ever said the name of the movie. I have no, it was a genuine like Chinese or potentially Hong Kong, because Hong Kong was where most of those movies were coming from. Like a kung fu movie. Like it was not an American, it was a Chinese kung fu movie. I'm certain they said the name as they introduced the movie, and I'm certain the name appeared in the movie as title text that I could not read. Okay. God, I kind of hate to just waste 5 minutes. Hey, Kaylee. But we might. I don't think there's anything else productive I can use them on right now. Bye, Mart. Oh, yeah. It's post-Thanksgiving, so I can get a Christmas tree now. I think I've looked all of these up. Ah, I already looked up vampires. Okay. I'm just gonna click through these in case anything pops up. Oliver Cromwell? Okay. I know we're missing history. But I just want to see if I can get any... I think we've already done that. That's fine. Optic doors. No, the proper Blake Manor is still locked. But I'm hoping once we are able to dig around more in the basement that we'll find a key. Kaylee, you haven't missed shit. There's nothing I can really do right now. And instead of biting a bullet and just skipping time forward, I've been chatting with people. I already looked up that. Quinine. And now I'm just like going through all the library stuff to see if there's anything useful that I've missed. I unlocked a library topic for Cromwell. No. Oh. All right. I'll just find. I'm gonna find a. Here we go. Yeah. I could wait a while. Yeah. Wait until the next hour. Okay. Okay. So I still can't do the basement or talk to Hunter.
I should investigate the basement soon. It seems a large space, and leaving it much longer could mean...
Well, okay, game, but... I can't... Oh, game, what a cruel thing to say to me. Ooh. Let's go see what they're doing in the ballroom. Can I listen in on their conversation? Yeah. Don't mind me.
Teaching me magic, too.
She's teaching you what? That little witch?
Ooh.
Lord bless and protect me. If I had known Miss Dean was a bride of Satan and corrupting you too, I should have done things differently.
It's only
What'd you do?
magic. To give me a better way in life.
Saoirse Murphy, you stay your tongue. After all the Marquess did in letting you stay, you bring that into the house.
Me? He's the one who brought it. He and his friend. We had no say. I'm just making the best of it. The Marquis did nothing for me, but let my child be taken.
Yeah.
which I could have stopped. If I knew
Oh, this
half
poor
of
lady.
what these people know.
That's the devil tempting you, child.
Ooh, what video games did you add to your wish list?
More than the Lord's ever done for me.
Damn, girl. Oh. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, though? Hey, were you two talking? What were you saying? I'm gonna interrogate you in front of Miss Joyce.
Sir?
Where to begin? What do you know about the catacombs? Only what I knew from rumors and nightmares, sir. Or it was just one nightmare, I suppose. I was searching for treasure in these strange tunnels, only I never found it, and the tunnels didn't end. Hey, your hands are fucked up. That's right, sir. Can't be a cook without some burns to show for it. Was Miss Dean rather close with Mr. Dupre? Oh, see, this is... I already know where that goes. Yeah, tell me your timetable, if nothing else. Yeah. Has anyone been putting up St. Bridget's crosses about the place? Sounds like Mrs. Joyce. Said she'd be doing something like that. It's nice of her. So this is hard because I just know the context of all this stuff. Do you remember what the lady with the house was like? We didn't speak much, sir. Not socially, I mean. But she was kind to her boy and made the Marquess happy. You gonna go to the seance? Oh, but isn't it nice to see the place so full? Especially with people we don't much see the likes of out here. Folks with the power to shape their own fate, and must be nice is all. You leaving the Fae? It's bad luck to talk about the sea, sir. Especially at this time of year. Signs when they come a-callin'. That's why people wear masks then, so as they can't tell who's human and who's one of them. Keeps us safe. I heard their complaints about Miss Joyce's conduct. Oh, she doesn't deserve it, sir. That breaks my heart. You won't tell her, will you? All that kindness to be treated so poorly. Is it true Mr. Varley has been in talks with the local bishop about a child who... No, it isn't. Miss. I said it isn't. Wherever you heard it, you're to forget about it right now, or... Miss Cersei, are you alright? Oh, God, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what came over me. It's okay, it's alright, miss. I'll not hear another word of apology. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I mean, we literally found a crib in the basement with her name on it. I can't ask her about that. Here's the thing that we already know Hunter put up. Oh. Was she? That makes me happy, sir. The manor's a better place for having her in it. Before she left, I mean. Except... Well, I don't think it would have mattered, sir, whether she was invited or not. All that talent, and I guess there's not a thing on this earth that'd make her feel worthwhile. Ooh. Is there much to do in the local area? Nice to look out, but not much for doing. The young'uns mostly leave or take to drinking, because it's better than being bored. Mountains are fierce beautiful, though. Miss Dean told me they're even prettier up close, you know? Did you or Miss Joyce ever have washed clothes in the fountain? No sane person indeed.
Oh, all right, sir.
Wow, that didn't uncover a single useful thing.
Good. Hello.
What do you know about Bridge? Dear St. Bridget, sir, may she bless us. You know, I think she's always been there for me. I never felt more at peace than when I felt her near. Putting those crosses up? That'd be me. You know, they protect against flames. I thought we could all use some protection, I suppose. What about this weird fucked up cross? Oh, sir, that'd be mine, of course. It broke off an old statue that was being tossed out and, well, I thought it shouldn't go to waste. Of course. It's a shame about those red stains, though, isn't it? It's only rust, sir. I quite like it, to be honest with you. After all, Jesus must have bled when he died for our sins. Seems Miss Murphy is rather eager to discuss something with Father Sinon. I do know I haven't a clue about it, sir, but he is a priest, a spiritual teacher of sorts, no? Perfectly normal for us to ask him all manner of things, I'm sure. Of course, you've sought guidance from him as well, then. That's between me and the Lord, sir. Why won't you say anything interesting? Do you believe in angels? Lord sends his messengers to take care of each and every one of us, sir, I'm certain. On the days when my heart is full and my mind is free from cares, I give special thanks to them. It's supposed to be a hidden trove of gold down there, don't you know, in the catacombs. Honestly, the things people come up with. I'm begging you to say something useful. Found this note, Miss Joyce, but I can't make heads or tails of it. It's a note from... It's her handwriting, isn't? Oh, goodness, sir. I haven't a clue what it says. This scrawl is too messy. Far too messy, yes. Wow, you've got a knowing smile. Ah, no more than any housekeeper, sir. We get all sorts of little insights into the guests, you know. You know anything about the Fae? Best not to invite the fair folks' attention at all, Mr. Ward. But if ever you do, best be polite and make sure you don't accept anything, or offer none besides. I'm gonna grab this woman by the shoulders and shake her until information comes out. Let's see, yeah, a mass, dinner, ballroom, seance. What do you make of these? They look like components for charm. Oh, good lord, don't bring those near me, sir. Who knows what darkness they hold? If it's important, ask Mr. Hunter. He's thicker-skinned about these things. Otherwise, burn them. What do you make of this letter to Mr. Varley? I had no idea Mr. Varley was still on this. Not many would spare a thought for a mother in her place. But sometimes the heart goes where it shouldn't, sir. And when all's said and done, every child is a gift from God. What our poor girl will do without him. Poor girl? I'm not saying any more about it. It wouldn't be decent, you understand. Is there a chance Varley's the dad? Mr. Hunter's the man you want, yeah. Ah, this is so frustrating. Can you tell me about the surrounding area? Deliveries to the stables. Okay. What about this written complaint? If this lot were pleased with me, I wouldn't be a very good Catholic, would I? But still, is there anyone you can imagine going out of their way to do such a thing? Huh, who wouldn't? It all comes down to Montavani, though, sir. Mark my words. Doesn't matter which monkey squealed, they're all part of her circus. Really funny, okay. Hey, what's up with the catacombs, right? Do you know there are catacombs under the manor? It's a spooky old house, Mr. Ward. Can't say I'm surprised to hear it's even worse than I thought. Doyle's getting high. Does that make you feel anything? Fear he may have taken to self-medicating. Oh, that? Don't you worry, sir. I'll set him straight. He's a good boy at heart, I promise you. Just needs a little guidance. At least he has Father Sinon to help him. Always together recently, the two of them. I'm sure it'll do Seamus good.
I'll be off.
God bless you.
A fucking waste. An absolute waste. Alright, is there anybody else cloistered together? Montavani hanging out at the stables? Okay. I mean, these two... We don't need to listen in on them anymore. I do like that this is updated to just missing. That's pretty funny. Okay. Do they have anything to say about people?
Good day.
Hello, sir.
I mean, who do we still have open? What do you think about the kid? Quiet boy, keeps to his room when there's guests in the manors, but been that way since the accident. Probably the same before, but that was a while back and he was younger then. Assume he was hiding then too, just in his mother's petticoats. I didn't really recall. He misses her. Something awful, the poor lad, but he's a sweet boy. Sometimes you forget he's the master and not your own family. Okay, that was some information. What about Blake? Be a lot better if he hadn't decided to host this wretched seance. Misses his wife, yeah. How do you like working with Varley? Keeps us right, that's for certain. Believe you me, Mr. Ward, it's a rare day when you get a smile from that man. But I won't speak ill. He might be dour, but he's a good man. Ah, Doyle. That boy, between you and me, sir, he could do with half a mind more on his work. Always has that look about him, too, like it's a paining him to talk to you, even more so with Miss Dean. I swear he was sweet on her. He's a good lad, good with Sorcy, though. The poor girl's a nervous wreck now, but you should have seen her a year ago. I think he's coaxing her out of her shell. Slowly, mind. It'd be a dear thing if he weren't teaching her how to bicker, too. Aw. Have I looked in their rooms? I can't get to their rooms yet. Have you spoke to Miss Dean? Don't know her, of course. It's first time coming to the hotel. She seems like a sweet girl. It's a sin we're allowed her to be at this ungodly thing. She's a good girl who fell in with the wrong crowd. That's so not true. Absolutely not. Maybe that would make her think twice about going into Mr. Coventry's room every other day. How do you find working with Miss Murphy? So much sadness in her short life. Too curious for her own good.
I'll be off.
God bless.
What did I learn about you? Never met Miss Dean before arriving.
Sir?
We've spent much time with the young master. Some, sir, we work on our words together, but in truth he helps me more often than I help him. I can just about read, sir, only small words, enough to get by. I'm learning to write alongside the master. So Mrs. Joyce's idea that we could help one another, I don't think he tells his father, mind. It's part of why I've been let stay. Might be part of why I've been let stay. Bless him. How do you find working with Miss Joyce? Nearly a mother to me. Kept me all right all these years, though sometimes I worry about that. Sometimes she may not be my mother, sir, but sometimes I worry I'm not a very good daughter to her. If she knew that well, it doesn't matter now. I love how often this lady, Trilobite, that's my next stop. I like how much this lady almost says stuff but then doesn't. How often do you speak with Mr. Doyle? Didn't used to, sir, not after the last porter. Well, I wouldn't talk to him for love or money. Feel awful bad about it now, but I've been trying to be better, and I think I'm going to say he's a good man, but no, he's annoying. Sir, just in a good way. He looks out for me, and I not see a hair harmed on his head. Besides, Miss Dean seems to feel he thinks he's okay, so that makes me feel better about using my words with him more. Braver. Goodness. Yes, Trilobite agent, I know, please. Please. I have a key to get into the basement, to be clear. Like, I can go back into the basement whenever I want. I know the game was like, hey, go into the basement. But I have a key to it. I think that text comes up to warn people who have not yet gotten the key that they can't go down there. But I'll go and double check, okay? Oh wow, they're exactly where we left them, and I can't check anything else back here, okay? I'm begging chat to stop backseating. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone's inside. I mean, the map was very clear about when delivery hours were happening. We have the key. I think that text popping up warning me about this was just because if you hadn't gone down and gotten the key, you are about to lose your opportunity to. But we can just come back here anytime. It did seem to suggest that there was more stuff to find in the laundry room, but like, I feel like I did a very thorough job. I don't know what else I could find. Okay. I mean, are these different machines? Didn't seem to pop up with anything. Yeah. Alright. I mean, unless we think these towels have anything. Do we think the towels have some secrets? I say that. They absolutely could. Okay. I guess let's find Varley. Maybe we can... Up. Right turn. Let's find Varley. Maybe we can pepper him with questions. The towels are not what they seem. We open them up. They're covered with blood. We ask Miss Joyce about it. She says it reminds me of Jesus. Varley. Wait. I'm desperate to discover what we can hear. Nothing to hear, damn. I feel like I missed my opportunity. I feel like there was a moment in which Varley was explicitly in his office. Yeah, manager's office. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back at 3 o'clock as well. And see if we can catch him. Like on the phone or something. Maybe we can hear him enter
May I
his
be of
safe
service,
code.
Mr. Ward?
I've heard you received a letter from the bishop. Whoever you heard that from has no place to discuss such business, and neither do you. Why are you so unhappy? I'm perfectly fine. My mind is on the hotel and events. This guy's gonna be a fucking safe. I'm not gonna be able to crack anything from him. Refreshments can be enjoyed on the patio. Many of our guests enjoy walking the grounds. There's a hedge maze for your enjoyment. Mr. Hunter also offers horse riding sessions, though I believe those are now booked out. But if you're asking if there's anything outside the grounds, no. Galford, the town you took the carriage from, is our closest point of contact. I'm sure you will find the hotel offers everything you could need during your stay with us. Okay. What's up with the catacombs, dude? I've only read of them, despite my efforts to find a way in. They always seem like it might draw more guests in. I read a Norman Blake used dynamite to try to open them up in 1834. He died in the blast. I assume he took the entrance out with him, perhaps the entire structure. Great. All right, we can learn about another disastrous Blake. Hey, did you come to the fucking party? I understand it's not uncommon for such circles. The Marquess was clear that this had to be on par with a London event, at all costs. I assure you that none of our faculty has facility has a full laundry. Nothing is washed in the fountain. Perhaps you saw a banshee? It would be fitting for the time of year and gathering here, though unfortunate for whoever clothes were being washed. What can you tell me about Mary Blake? A kind woman, dedicated mother. Death came as a deeply tragic shock. Okay. What's the deal with Murphy? She's a fine young woman and a valuable member of our team, and I won't hear otherwise. We're very pleased to have her on. This guy's a fucking safe. I'm not gonna get shit from him. How's Miss Joyce? All right.
Certainly.
I'm gonna listen in on your fucking phone calls, dude. I'm gonna do it. Can I leave a telegraph? Used to type messages. Well, nothing here. Okay. All right. I actually want to pop out and see what Mr. I mean, here's what I say. I respect Varley. Consummate doorman. Nothing shitty to say on the record about anyone. Let's go see what Montavani is doing by the stables. So I am wondering if Blake hasn't possessed the carriage. Ooh, are you two talking? Nope, not talking, just standing awkwardly near each other. I think a soul could live in there. I don't see why not. Yeah, anything interesting happening?
Mr. Ward.
Nice pin. It's a habit, settles patience. Forgot I even had it on. I'm a pagan myself, but this is Ireland. A strong sense of guilt and shame has been bred into even the freest of us.
Be well.
Oh, that was pretty funny. You got anything to say, Barbosa?
What do you think you'll do when the seance is over?
I have what I came for and more.
Yeah, she is cleaned
I
up.
only hope to learn my father's name, but to see him. And now I have the inheritance from quarantine? This is more than the fresh start I came here hoping for. And I like it here. I like knowing that I am in my father's homeland, and I have met some people that I might one day call friends.
Aw.
Forever? Who knows? This event has changed my world. And I need time to process all of that. But all that matters is right now, yes? And right now, I'm happy here. I have answers and a home. I cannot ask for more.
Extremely funny. I think her
I have-
storyline is
Sure.
my favorite because it's just like everybody else who's come here has had an absolutely horrible shit time. And she's just like, I got family, I got money, I got a house, I got land. It's just a really fun counterpoint. We're just gonna go to the next hour now so that we can actually do something. Okay. All right. The first thing I want to do is see if we can listen in on Varley. Drawing room, and then we're gonna go into the basement. Wait, is there anybody? Wow, not a popular talk. Is there anybody clustered in interesting ways? Okay. Not that we can see, but we'll keep an eye out. I want to go see if we can listen in on Barley. I want to go accuse Hunter, and then we're going to do the basement. So let's do a big old circle here. Now, I'm not summoning him. I'm coming in here, and I'm listening at the... Blasted cold. Mr. Hunter had best get on with fixing that window soon. Wow. Wow. I mean, I feel great knowing that there was something to listen in on. I'm so annoyed that that was it. I guess that's a hint about the getting into the window. Wow. It's really funny. How many characters are in this game? Quite a lot. Here's basic everybody. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. And us. So that makes 25. Yeah, I'm Moonlit. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was supposed to hear that on the first night immediately. All right, let's confront this man. Your goal is to bind Miss Dean to protect Miss McLeod from harm.
This whole event is bad news. That Dean woman is worse. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Ivy, you know. A spell to keep her safe is nothing at all. And it's not like it'll do Miss Dean any harm. I've no interest in that. Not once Ivy is fine and well. But there's only so much I can do. If you're looking into everyone's business, look, you make sure Ivy is safe again and I'll break my charm. You have my word.
Hey,
Just make sure
Zagalia.
whatever effect is being put on Ivy is lifted, and I'll lift mine on Miss Dean. If Miss Dean has bound Ivy's vision in some way, then she'll have to have put the components for it somewhere. That's how binding works. Same as with my charm and the chimney. I took this key from her one day, when she was out horse riding.
Okay, great.
It looks like it belongs to the manor, but I don't
It belongs to the catacombs.
Might it unlock something in those catacombs you mentioned?
Yes, Hunter,
You'll
give
have
it to
better
me.
luck than
Give
I
it to
wager.
me. Okay. All right. I want to solve this. So we're going to hit the catacombs, get the blackmail. I was thinking last night that I think there's a chance that Lau is not drugging her to suppress her visions, but giving her quinine because she's afraid of her dying in the same way that her wife did, or her husband did. So my theory is that quinine is accidentally suppressing her visions, but she's being drugged because Lau is worried about her catching. But then I was like, maybe I just don't want them to be toxic, Yuri. Maybe I want them to have a beautiful love story. So through here. No, this is the guard room. I took the wrong turn. I was going to where the father was. No, it's cell 9 is the one we want. Yeah, the drugging, regardless of why the drugging is happening, it's not great. You shouldn't drug people without their consent, I guess. No luck, of course. Locked. I don't have the... Did I not just get a key? I guess maybe it's for another door? I guess it's for cell 7? I thought it was for this one, but this one still might be, Here we go, okay. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, phew. According to Mrs. Lau's map, Miss Dean's material should be hidden at the far edge. There's nothing visible to the naked eye, but maybe if I feel my way around the wall. Given them some time, I wonder if the staff has finished up moving the basements and the boxes. Yeah. Yes, Gabe. Yes! A loose brick and there's something inside. This must be what Miss Lau is after. What a place to hide it. What is it? The naughty picture? Blackmail envelope. Oh, is it in an envelope game so I'm not gonna get to see it? I shan't be opening it? I shan't be opening it, chat. I'm too good to look at blackmail. I'm the only polite vampire. Incredible. All right. Right, Kaylee? What kind of a detective is this like, ooh, some potent information? No, I will turn and look away. I will not engage. Like, come on. Be so for real. All right, where are either of these women? Oh my god, am I not gonna be able to find them? Maybe I'll peek in on the drawing. They are probably at the talk. Can I give... Do I have to give a specific person the blackmail stuff? I guess I can give it to anybody. Okay. Hey, Cersei. I'm hoping we're a vampire. Here's the thing is, somebody in this game has got to be a fucking vampire. I'm gonna be furious if nobody is. Alright, I want to see who's here. I'm not necessarily invested in the talk. Because we are kind of
ladies and gentlemen,
low on time.
I'd like to give my thanks, first of all, to you good people for attending this talk of mine. I'm going to talk to you today about the mythology of Ireland. The generations of mythical figures that were said to walk this land before us. and the story of our forefathers, as legend tells it, and how they secured our place here on this small part of the planet that we call home.
Okay. I don't see either of the people I'm trying to blackmail, so I do think I'm gonna leave.
If you would excuse me.
That's really funny. It is really funny to show up and be like, no thank you. Alright, so where are they? Okay, we're on the hunt now. Alright, let's go out to the garden. I guess I didn't ask them their timetable. That was so sloppy of me. Okay. It's getting spooky out. I don't see him over here. Oh! No, that's... what's her name? Darcy. Sup? I just loved it. Maybe they snuck into the basement too. There's Montavani. Hey, he's still dying? Okay. Are you in their library? They're often in the library. Okay. Maybe they're having private time. Maybe I should let them be. No, they'd want to know about the blackmail. They're gonna be so excited. Hello? Just once, I want us to peek over the edge here and just see one really tall head of a fae folk off in the distance, also peeking up above the bush line. I just think that would be really freaky. Actually, let's pop our head into the churchyard next and see if anybody's there. Whoop. There's a tourist trap stone. Oh god, I've gotten lost. There's a giant anvil. Oh god, that was way too close up of that leaf leaf texture. Did I just do a big circle? Yep. No, that's where I need to go. Okay. All right, peep our head into the churchyard. Yes, Mechtel says remember to take your meds, have a sippy, get a snack, do a stretch, do the laundry. Check your timers, check your corners. Alright, there's Omir. I don't see anybody else over here. Alright, let's hop into the library, and if they're not there, maybe we'll put our ear to their room. I'm strongly weighing whether or not I want to do a grocery run after the stream. It's like 25 degrees out in St. Louis right now. Sorry, it's a balmy 28 degrees out in St. Louis right now. So I'm like, boy, I don't want to go out in that. But we're getting a little sparse. Right now, the predominant food I have available in my apartment is marshmallows. Wow, look at all these nerds. Hanging out in the library. Alright. It's quite brisk. Hey, Varley. Oh no, it's Blake. Hey, Blake, can I ask you more stuff about your child?
Ah.
Must be difficult with your son's injuries. I'm not sure which are worse, Mary's death or his injuries. To know so much of his life has been taken from him. He'll never ride a horse nor dance with the woman he loves. Will he find love? Will it matter if he does? Or does the Blake line end with him? Come on, fuck, dude. I would give anything, do anything, take any risk to undo what has been done to him. How will I know if my son will ever fuck? Like, okay, Blake, take it down a fucking notch. I regret talking to this man. Almost every time I've done it.
If you'll excuse me.
Of course.
Alright. What do you have, Mechtel? Wow! Mechtel says I've got cheesy shallots and garlic egg scramble, pan-fried tomatoes, turkey sausage, cranberry raisin, orange walnut bread toasted in Kerrygold in the pan, and topped with a cinnamon cranberry goat cheese spread. Wow. Wow. It feels like a personal attack, Mechtel. Oh. Is there someone in my room? What the fuck? Oh god. I thought for certain they were gonna be around the corner. Is it my imagination or has this been open? Certainly nothing seems missing or moved. Oh! The nightstand's open. Is there something under the rug? How dare somebody snoop on me? I snoop. I'm the one who snoops. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets, though they were no help in getting a night's rest. Felt like I've got no sleep at all.
It has faded back to its...
What? Okay, so somebody was in here. I mean, it's very... Well, then what? Okay. I thought I said I heard somebody in here. We can't look under the bed. I am worried that somebody put like some magic shit somewhere. Alright, I guess maybe it was just ghosts? A ghost that rummaged around in my luggage?
It has faded back to...
Okay. That was spooky. Okay. Sound like there's someone on the other side. Okay, so they are in their rooms. They'll probably be chill with me just entering, right?
What's this? You had best leave. In fact...
No! Okay, good. So there is a death screen. As a result of your actions, 8 of the people in the manor survived? There were 6 hours until seance. Really funny. Okay. What I'm good to learn, what I'm happy to learn, is that we're saving lives. All right, I guess I'll talk to them later. So funny. Rory, I entered somebody's room while they were in their room. I thought maybe they'd be excited because they had the shit that they were being blackmailed with, but they were not into it. Okay. It is really funny that you can't just knock. I think that's extraordinarily funny. Got the achievement, World's Worst Detective. That's so funny. Okay. I guess onto the basement since I can't do that now. Well, I'm wondering if I can go. I'm gonna go talk to Hunter and see it. Well, hold on, let me see. No, my guess is I can do Hunter after I have cleared. Well, because Hunter doesn't care about the blackmail. He cares about whatever is clouding her vision, which I think is going to come after I give them their blackmail munch. So I'm not going to fuck around with it just now. We're going to fuck around in the basement now that it's free and clear. Okay. So we were able to do the laundry, the men's dorm, and the storeroom. But this is the area we couldn't get to previously. So there's the larder, women's dorm, servants' hall, wine cellar, manager's quarters, and the western tower. Okay. I guess let's start with manager's quarters. I need a different, probably more specific key. No! Sounds like there's somebody on the other side. What? Interesting. Somebody on the other side of the servants' hall. Why aren't these folks fucking working? All right, let's go to the women's room. A different, more specific key? What's the point of having these keys if I can't get in anywhere? It's locked. It's locked and hasn't been opened in a while. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. Okay, game. Just some hairs. Alright. Doesn't seem like anyone's inside. It's locked, hasn't been open for a while. This is the other side of the room we were in earlier. That's the corridors. Okay, let's do the kitchen. Alright. List of meal plans. Alright. Cleaning items. Pots, bottles. Larder. St. Regis Cross. Nothing in the counter. I love all of the things opening at once. Okay. Pots and pans. Eggs, flour, potato. Knives? One of the knives is missing. Housekeeping book. Extensive guide on household management. Contains instructions on cooking, child care, cleaning. Oh. A bucket. Water to the quantity of 1 bucket. 1 piece of soap broken. This is for its lye. 1 dash of ethanol. Why is it teaching me how to make a cleaning product? 2 scoops of powdered chlorine are required. A few substances could survive all those chemicals, I'm sure. It's open to a recipe for a cleaning solution. Now, why in God's name could that be important? A dumbwaiter. Oh, I can't enter the dumbwaiter? What's the point of having a dumbwaiter if you can't ride it? It's stuck. More than that, there's something sticky keeping it that way. It smells like treacle. Oh, for real, game? Oh, for real, game? For real, game? Okay, where am I gonna get water? Can I enter the larder from here? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to make the cleaning solution? Game? Okay. 2 parts chlorine, 1 part soap, dash of ethanol. Cleaning items. I can't use those? It's so funny that this game is going just full point-and-click adventure. We're gonna have to go to back to the laundry room. That's why, I think that's why the laundry room called out the chemical table. This is my best guess. So, it's really fucking funny. Okay. Alright, this is so funny. Can I use this sink? No. Chemical table. Use. Yes, okay. There we go. Okay. I need to mix together the correct ingredients if I'm to make a cleaning solution. So funny. Bucket of water. 1 piece of broken lye. I should add the water before anything else. Alright. Lye. 2 scoops of powdered chlorine, which I'm going to assume is laundry powder. And 1 dash of ethanol. Oh. 2 scoops, I see, okay. Okay. Okay, so I just have a... I'm just carrying around a bucket of cleaning solution? Okay. We're gonna clean the handle. This is so funny. It's just such a swerve. They're gonna come back down and this is gonna be cleaned and they're gonna be like, cool. Alright. I don't mind a key. Alright. Wow, and the game says, that's it, you found it. Now get the fuck out of here. Hold up, what's this? A book on incantations. Your possibilities are only limited by your vision. To get you started, Evelyn. So this is Miss Murphy. It's a section that lists techniques for seeing people through magic. The words, I can't do this without you, has been scrawled over it. But who is Miss Murphy so desperate to see? Alright. Alright, cool. Let's go. Oh, I mean, if you have time to go to the library, it's a great place to go to. A great place to be at. Alright. I went to the library before Thanksgiving break and got some fun books. Because that's kind of one of the things that you do when you're there. It's pretty exciting. Okay, I guess let's start with the letter. An incomplete letter. Cousin, thank you for sending me these newspaper articles. You have no idea how useful they've proven to be. Alright, so this is Joyce. A pouch of old wedding rings. Each is engraved with a little number, perhaps for milestone anniversaries. Oh, okay. I thought she was stealing. I was really excited. A death certificate of Colm Joyce. Yeah, her late husband, probably. Colm Joyce, 1842 to 1892. Despite his passing a few years ago, she still keeps a photo by her bed.
I should close the mystery of the basement's secrets.
If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
What? Thought it was a dice bag. That's really funny. I can form a hypothesis? I know Miss Dean didn't leave, but where did she go? Something needs to be done to make sure she's okay. But it also has, why can't I remember? And have to protect that poor lass written on it too. The spiral sigil is also here with leave me alone written beside it. A lockbox with a sequence of strange patterns. What's inside? Okay. I don't know that I've seen these yet. Let's do the hypothesis. Oh, what? I'm confused of what hypothesis I'll be able to come to based on having not finished searching the basement. Was that... I think this was another glitch. I think this was another glitch. I don't think I'm actually able to do it yet. Where did I see the sequence of symbols? Scratched out symbols. Interesting. Okay, so it's just these three. Maybe I'll just try these three. They were... pointy, curved circle. Pointy, curved circle. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a six symbol code, and we found 2 notes. I see. We're supposed to combine these 2, I think. Okay. Pointy, sloped, Band-Aid. Question mark. No. And then the last 2. Question mark, question mark. Circles. Ugh. One, 2. Okay, I feel like there's like a third page that we might need to find to actually unlock this. So, let's keep going. It's really funny to me that the men's dorm is just all open, and the women's dorm, they have like walls and stuff. I could try all the... But I'm not missing just the last one. I'm missing 2 of them. If it were just the last one, I would brute force it. But between there being 2 that were lacking, it's expounded. Oh. Office Cersei letter. It's written by Mr. Varley. I already know there's a safe in the manager's office. Ah! Hey, here we go. Alright, now we can try to brute force it. Because we've got most of them. We've got everything except the last one. I can only make out a few words. Baby, money, and what I think reads, remember. Oh no, it's sad. A rattle for an infant. Oh, okay. Hypothesis unlocked. It's really funny to me that we searched the manager's office before being told to. Just a detective's instinct. Saoirse Murphy's goal is to talk with Father Snow to learn about her child now that Miss Dean can't help. Because Miss Dean was teaching her magic, and that's not an option anymore.
Miss Murphy is looking for a means to learn her child is okay.
Aww.
Miss Dean was teaching her magic to that end. But now that she is missing, Miss Murphy is turning to the priest for help. I should find and confront her about this.
I should yell at this woman who lost her baby. Okay. And this was empty? No, it's just closed. Okay. Okay. Let's try to open that lockbox now that we have most of the symbols. I think these are gonna all be empty, but I'll do my due diligence. Okay. Alright. So the code is pointy, curved, band-aid, band-aid, circle. Huh? My instinct was if we went left to right, it would be there would be more failures than right to left, because from a game design standpoint, you wouldn't want them to get it immediately. I didn't assume the fact that it was just the last one is very funny to me. The purse has ED monogrammed on it. It's quite a significant amount of money in there. What other secrets does this trunk hold? It's me!
That's me.
That's what I
Why
said!
does Mrs. Joyce have this? A newspaper from back home. What is this doing all the way over here? I recognize that building. That fire. This is reporting on the Sheriff Street fire. My last job as station officer. The tenements were overcrowded and under-maintained. The landlord, one Rupert Dean, was living in London and willfully ignorant of their status.
Ooh.
Once the fire took, it spread rapidly. Fire teams were deployed swiftly, but they could do little to fight back the flames. The fire was eventually stopped by the reliable Irish rain, but not before 23 lives were lost, including 2 firemen. Officer Ward, whose brother Eamon was one of the lost men, retired soon thereafter and turned his attentions to investigating living spaces for safety conditions.
That's cool.
He challenged many proprietors in the courts to improve conditions, including Rupert Dean, the owner of the initial tenement in which Eamon Ward died.
Interesting. We are OSHA. We're not from OSHA. We're Irish
After leading
OSHA.
a number of investigations on this
It's
front,
O
he
apostrophe
has gained a
Sha.
reputation as a working man's champion. It's dated the 5th of March, 1897. That's around the time of... It's
Around the time
dated
of what?
the 5th of March. That's
Oh,
around...
was I supposed to do that in order? Oh.
Someone here was looking into me. But why? The missing money. Did someone on the staff hire me to find Miss Dean?
Well, that'd be myself, Mr. Ward.
Oh no!
Mrs. Joyce?
Hey,
I
I'm
was
not
starting
so
to worry you wouldn't
lost.
figure it out, Detective. Now come out of there, would you?
Hey, what the fuck? What's the
You're
fucking
the
deal,
one who
lady?
hired me.
I'm glad my faith in you wasn't misplaced, sir. Mantovani and her wretched seance were bound to get someone hurt sooner
Wow, I
or
hate that
later.
she's right. I really hate that she's right.
Without the means to look into what happened to the girl myself, there's not much I can do. But it's not right, sir, for no one to do anything at all. I can't do much myself, you know, but I can get the staff to help you. They're a bit strange in their own ways, but none of them would do a thing like this. Come with me, sir. We'll talk to them.
Okay. Crazy.
I knew he would find out. He's not just anybody, you know. They write about him in the papers.
It's me, Declan Ward. I was on The View.
Might have told us earlier you'd have someone poking around here.
Well, it's done now. And it's better that we have someone to look for the Dean girl. It's always been eerie.
Yeah, I think
when
this is
do
a
that.
great twist. Yeah.
I don't like the idea of someone lost about the place.
Quite right. Which is why I have us Mr. Ward here. Someone at this event must be responsible for whatever's happened to Miss Dean. So we'd all best be helpful to him.
Varley
At the
hates
ball
it.
last night, another guess was taken. I gave chase through some catacombs, but I lost him in the hedge maze. Mr. O'Finn's kidnapper is likely the same person responsible for Miss Dean's disappearance. They must have a good knowledge of the house and its grounds. So who else other than yourselves would know the grounds that well?
There can't be many. Only the Marquess and the young master know the place.
Moonlit, yeah, that's a good read. Moonlit says, didn't the higher letter call us godly? That does sound very Joyce in retrospect. Yeah.
But the master likes to keep it to himself.
We haven't seen him for a long time.
He doesn't leave his room. Not after the accident.
And there is
Nobody else.
What? They are not aware that they're all speaking as one on this subject.
See.
What?
Fact of the matter is, sir, and I won't say anything much about it, as I don't want to speak ill of the Marquess or the Master. But you ought to go and take a look around the private residence, considering it all.
Give me
It'd
a key.
be where I'd start. You won't be able to get in without the proper key, though. And the Marquess has the only copy.
Fuck.
He intends to hand it to me before the silent dinner so I can bring the young master his meal. Once I've done that, I'll pass it to you. Go to the silent dinner at 8 p.m. That's where I'll get it to you. You'll need to act fast to be done by the seance at 9.
Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I will.
Well, here's my pitch. What if Mary Blake didn't die? What if she became something that is hypnotizing people? Because I'm thinking about Coventry drawing a picture of her, or drawing a portrait of her. That feels like something potentially could be the case. All right, let's hypote. Wow, that was so cool. This game's so fucking good. That was such an intense 1-2 punch of like, surprise, I'm the one who hired you. Surprise, we're all hypnotized. All right, something has, something strange has affected the staff, and now they're speaking in unison when asked about the Blake family. I mean, it's unfortunate, Chutney, but that is what I'm gonna have to do.
It seems like the staff are in some kind of half-trance. They seem compos mentis until interrogated by the Blake family.
Compos mentis.
At which time they have a shared, almost catatonic stock response. What does this episode teach me?
The staff
Since
must
the
be innocent.
housekeeper hired me,
That rules her out. Why bring in an investigator to stop your own scheme? Their speaking in unison means either all the staff are involved or none of them are. As if fake. They all had to be faking it. And so if she is ruled out, they all must be. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
I mean, I never thought it was anyone on the staff. But I'll do my due diligence. Okay. Should I uneliminate the child? I'm gonna uneliminate the child. I just, like, who knows? Okay, no, I need to confront her, but I'm gonna hide Pote. Okay, Seamus Doyle's goal was to... But he blanked due to the blank, and now he wants to blank. He forgot due to the Manor's effects, and now he wants to leave? Seamus' goal is to... Hold on. It suddenly said I knew what his secret was, but I don't actually think I do. Hold on. Let's dig in. What? Okay, connection. I have all the words, but I don't feel like I know. Geez, that's a great question. Where'd she get all that cash to hire us? It's a good question. It was a lot of cash, too. Maybe she stole it from the hotel. Doping, shaky hands, unusual Celtic cross, Gnostic Bible. I mean, he has something to do. His goal was to free the angel? I think the last half is right. He wants to help Father Sino? Ah, okay.
Mr. Doyle seems to have forgotten that he originally came here under Father Sinnott's command. I should find and confront him about this.
Alright. I'm totally gonna do that. Ooh, a piano. I'm gonna look at every possible thing first. I'm gonna steal the silver. Trolley. Wood varnish isn't gonna help me. Okay, game, you say that? You had me make a cleaning solution earlier, so... What's in the pantry and what needs to be used up by the end of the month? A notice board. A note stating that all staff will need to be on site for the duration of the ball. Local dance happening next week. Not everyone's pulling their weight. Local tradesman addresses in case of repair. Calendar from a local business. I miss when local businesses gave out calendars. Can I just say, that is a thing from my youth that I remember fondly. Shopping list. A strange note. I wonder what it means. I'll make a record of it. Wine. Seems like everything. Wine new letsopa. That feels like an anagram. Apostle something wine? Oh. Apostle wine? Can I ask you about this?
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can do for you?
Okay, no, this is not.
I'll be off.
God bless.
Good chat. All right. Hey.
Hello again.
Your goal was it help Father Sinon?
What? Oh, God. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, I do work for Sinet. Or I did. I came and took the old porter's job when he was let go for misconduct.
What kind of misconduct?
When was that? A year ago? I don't really know. The last few months are hazy. I was to map the grounds, find the Eon, and bring Sinet here to free it from its prison. Things are foggy here. I forgot all this. I don't think it was the drink, drugs, or even Miss Dean that did that. I was using all that to cover up the confusion. Wow. Confusion caused by this place. This place was protecting itself from me. From Sinet. Not sure why talking to you has brought it all back, but I'm glad that it has.
And what now?
Yeah. What now? I don't care about that old life. Doesn't feel like mine anymore.
You can't stay here. This place is fucking with your memories and made you a dope addict.
But I don't want this life either.
Okay.
I was thinking of going away, but something's been stopping me. But not anymore. Now I can move on from all this. Once I get my pay for this weekend, I'm leaving to see the world. Shove that seance. I'm not going.
Take Murphy with you.
And tell Father Sinet that I'm sorry, but he's on his own.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, we didn't have to do anything extra for that. That's nice. He's just like straight bailed. No, Gailey, no! One last day of work, and then he's retiring. Okay. What if he forgets in an hour? It's very possible.
But how did you... Oh, Lord. You know. You know about my little girl. You know I was learning magic so I could see her. Oh, Mrs. Joyce was right, wasn't she? Oh, when she found out, she...
Miss, it's all right. You're not in any trouble. Not at all. Miss Dean was teaching you, wasn't she?
I thought we were doing so well. And then she just left. I can't do anything without her. With her
that's
gone,
not true.
I thought Father Sinet might know something about my daughter. Or he might know someone who does, but I can't ask. I've tried.
Can't say the words?
I can't make myself do it.
I can't tell if she's speaking like
I can't
literally
say the words. What if he says no?
I can't tell if she means literally like I can't bring myself to ask, or if she means literally like magic is keeping me from asking, because that's an option.
I don't know what I'd do then. I just want to know she's all right.
If you'd like, I can ask him for you.
You would do that?
Yeah.
You have no idea what that would mean to me.
I can certainly see about it, miss.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here, in case this helps. A picture.
That's true. It could be both.
Girl.
Yeah, Marlo. That's true.
Thank you. Please, don't lose it, sir. It's all I really have of her.
I won't. I promise.
Okay. Varley, are you gonna be any more open? Now that we're like on the same team? It doesn't look like it. Okay.
I need not.
Certainly.
Okay, God, alright. Phew. So Sennett's in the library, so we can go talk to him right now. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to Senate. Alright, cool. God, do we think we can get anywhere else? There is also that weird no. Oh, wine cellar's open. Yeah, that was really alarming. Crate of wine. Crates of wine. Candelabra. Are we going long today? It seems like we have already gone long today. But we won't go much longer. It's just we're finally making breakthroughs. Ah, Apostle Vine. 1787. Logbook. What casks have been open and when? Is it gonna be awkward if I open this right in front of her? Nothing? Oh, maybe it's backwards. Because the note we found was backwards. There we go. Ooh. Manager's quarters. List of places all the manor, all struck off. Is somebody looking for something? Red film at the bottom. And a glass of port. Interesting. Are we about to crack open the manager's... When we entered, I was like, I can't tell if this is just a not actually Joyce, but some weird magic, or if this is her and it was just a game glitch. And now I am concerned.
Good day.
Hello, sir.
I'll be off.
God bless you.
Okay. You're not gonna narc about me stealing that key, right? That's scary. Alright. Stiff, but it fits. If it fits, I break in. That's what I always say. Alright, this is probably a good place to stop. And then we'll start Tuesday evening stream by tossing this room. I think that's the plan. So Tuesday evening, we'll be back again. We're going to toss this room. We're going to talk to Father Sinal. We're going to get a lot of stuff done. The first hour of this game, it felt like we couldn't get anything done. And I should have just skipped forward, but I was like, I don't want to waste the time. Oh, thank you, Mechtel, for reminding me. I'm going to be playing Night Rain with Jacob and Julia on Secret Sleepover Society tonight at 7:30 Central Time at whenever they normally stream. Because they don't know much. I don't think they've played Night Rain at all, possibly. So I'm going to be there to guide them into Night Rain, into the dark, deep depths of Night Rain. So that'll be tonight. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you Tuesday. Bye.